So today we're going to need some wall space. So if you don't have a wall that you can easily scoot your mat up next to, then grab a chair and have that close by your mat. At the end of the class, we're going to need either the wall or a chair. So either one will work just fine. As usual, if you need some extra props, feel free to grab some pillows, yoga blocks, whatever you need. I may not necessarily cue using the props, but as you practice, as you're breathing, feeling in your body, you'll know if you need a little extra support here or there, especially if you don't feel as balanced today, don't feel as grounded. It can be nice to have a couple things next to you to hold on to for support. So we're going to begin in a forward fold. So find yourself on your mat, legs extended long. Move any flesh out of the way so your sitting bones are in direct contact with the mat. Lengthening out through the legs. Feet are going to be pressing back towards your face. Inhale the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, relax it down the back. Inhale, stick the stomach out. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, big breath into the belly. Press the belly out. Exhale, squeeze it in. And then slowly begin to draw the heels in towards your hips, bending into the knees. Flattening the feet, scooting forward, and lower onto your back. We're going to take that same shape with the legs up. So finding that same feeling as when you were sitting, finding that here. You can bring your hands under your hips if that helps with the low back. Try to flatten the feet so your legs don't need to be straight here. Press up through the heels. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, open mouth. Deep breath in. Exhale, open mouth. Cross the right ankle over the left. Press up through the heels. Exhale, point the toes. Inhale, flatten the feet and bring both feet next to each other and switch sides. Left ankle crosses over right. Inhale, press up through the heels. Exhale, point the toes. Inhale, back to neutral feet, bringing them on either side. And slowly begin to open the legs, allowing the feet to spread apart, the legs lowering to either side. And then inhale them back in. Exhale, lower. Inhale them back in. One last time, inhale, lower, and just let them hang out here. You can bend your knees a little bit if you're starting to feel too much in those thighs. Inhale them back together, and exhale, slowly bring the feet back to the mat. Draw the knees in towards your chest, and take some small circles with the knees, rolling out the low spine. Just one direction. You can either hold on to your knees, or you can place your hands on the mat. Just allow these slow, controlled movements to bring your awareness to your body on the mat, your presence in your space. And slowly bring those circles to a stop, and we'll switch directions of the circles. So small circles the other way. Maybe beginning to link the breath with the circling motion. Inhaling as you press the knees away. Exhaling as your knees come in towards your chest. Just a couple more rounds here. Deep breath in, long, slow exhale, and then hug the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze, and gently rock up to a comfortable seat at the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms, spreading the fingertips, spreading between the shoulder blades, and then take that left hand across your chest, hook the right arm around for a shoulder stretch. So pulling that left arm in, pressing out through the shoulder, pressing out through those left fingertips. Breathe deeply in, bringing some length and softness to the back of the left arm. Inhale, slowly release, extend the arms, and switch sides. The right arm comes in, hook that left arm around, press the right arm towards you. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Take your time. Settle into your space. Release the arms, spread them out wide again. And exhale, give yourself a hug. Wrap your arms around you, fingertips behind the shoulder blades if you can. And then pull the elbows forward as you press the back of the heart space towards the back of the room. Inhale, release, lowering the elbows, opening up through the throat, dropping the head back. Exhale, press the arms away, elbows pressing forward, back of the heart space opening. Inhaling, lifting and opening through the throat. Exhale, curling and pressing the elbows away. Inhale to release the arms and switch the crossing of the legs if you're sitting cross-legged. We're going to take that self-hug one more time, this time with our legs extended or our legs crossed the opposite way, and we're going to hug ourselves the opposite way. So if your natural inclination is the left arm over the right, we're going to switch. So whichever arm was on top last time, that one is on the bottom. Cross the arms, press the elbows forward, curl the spine, curl in. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, curl it and press the elbows back, heart space. Press this towards the back of the room. Inhaling, opening up. A couple more times, moving with your own breath rhythm. Pressing the elbows away. Inhaling back to center. Gently unfurl the arms. Place the right hand on the mat. Reach the left arm up. Side body stretch. 2 breaths here. And then inhale to lift. Exhale, switch sides. Left hand comes to the mat. Right arm lifts. Press into that side body, lifting through the armpit, through the right lungs. Inhale to lift up, coming back down. We're going to take deer pose next. So whichever leg is in front or whichever leg you choose to start with, you're going to bring that leg next to you, bending at the knee. The heel can come in towards the glute or stay extended. You'll figure out what is most comfortable and what is possible for your body in this shape. The front leg is going to become parallel to the mat. Your hips might not be totally centered or firm on the mat there, and that's just fine wherever you're at. Looking at that opening in the inner right thigh, in the hips. Left hand places next to you. Same thing in this shape, lifting the right arm up, finding that side body stretch. We'll be here for 3 rounds of breath, so calm the mind, focus the breath, breathe into the opening on the right side body. Maybe gazing up at your fingertips, maybe allowing that right arm to come up overhead a little bit more. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bring that right arm up, plant the left hand, and this time, coming up on that knee, press the hips forward, reach that right arm overhead. Exhale, sink the hips back down. We're going to switch sides, so just lift the knees. The opposite leg comes in front. If you're following me, that's the right leg, parallel to the mat. Other knee is bent, back heel is coming in towards your glutes. Right hand plants, inhale, reach the left arm up. Find that side body stretch. Press the earth away with the right hand as you lift and open through the left side body. Deep breaths here. Inhale it back up. Hand comes down. This time lifting up on the hips. So plant the right hand. Inhale, reach the left arm up as you lift the hips up. Left arm comes up overhead. Breathe in deep. Maybe you'll feel that opening all the way down the front body. Gazing up at your fingertips. Keep the heart open by pulling that left arm back. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly sink down. Legs come back together. Soles of the feet press together. For your bound angle pose, drawing the heels in as much as you'd like. And hold on to the ankles or the shins. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, down the back. We'll take that cat and cow breath here in our bound angle pose. So inhaling, pulling the heart through the chest. Inhale, look up, press the shoulders away. Exhale, curl the spine, roll the shoulders, gazing at the belly button. Inhaling, lifting up and open. Exhaling, curling in. Continue with your breath rhythm, your opening and closing with the inhales and the exhales. And as you tune in more and drop into your body in this space, maybe you feel it calling for some other organic movements, rolling circles or figure eights, rolling the shoulders. Tune in and take whatever extra little movements, or maybe no movements at all, that your body is really calling for this morning. Last one, take a final round of each pose. And then bring your hands to the outside of the knees. Close the knees together like a book. Windshield wipers, plant your hands behind you. Lower the knees to one side and then the other. Taking your time. And we're going to slowly make our way to downward facing dog. So you can lower the knees to one side, coming through tabletop. Always welcome to stop in child's pose if you need it. Tucking the toes, lifting the knees, sending the hips back. Tailbone comes up. Modify your stance so you feel strong and stable. Press the chest towards the thighs. Lift the hips higher. Slight bend in the knees. Relax the neck. Feet should be about hip width distance apart. Take a breath in, send the hips back a little bit more. And then find your right heel with that left arm. So reaching the left hand back to the right heel, finding a stretch here, looking up over or under your armpit rather. Find a deep breath here. Exhale, release, bring that left hand back down. Pedal out your feet, walking your dog, lowering one heel and then the other. And then we'll take the other side. Right hand reaches back for that left ankle. If you can't reach, that's fine. Grab your thigh, your knee, the outside of the left leg somewhere, and just breathe where you're at. Firm in the left hand. If you're sliding a little bit, that's okay. Just adjust as you need. One more breath in. Exhale, release that hand, coming back to your downward facing dog. Look back at your feet and walk the hands back towards your feet until you are standing at the back of your mat, a forward fold. Bend in the knees, belly rests on the thighs. Let the head hang heavy. Deep breath in, exhale, open mouth. Inhale the arms back behind you like an airplane. And inhale to chair, dropping the hips, sending the heart forward, arms come up. Exhale, back down, bending forward over your knees, reaching back. Inhale, reaching up. This time, come all the way up to stand. Take a little back bend, press the hips forward, reach the heart up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale to chair, sink the hips back, keep the back straight. Knees are over the ankles, toes can wiggle. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold over the knees, bring the arms back. Shift the weight to your left foot, and on an inhale, coming up to stand, bring that right knee up with you. Exhale, bend the left knee, sink it down to chair. Fold over, arms come back behind you. Other side, shift the weight to the right foot, and on an inhale, coming up, bring that left knee with you. Exhale, sink back down to chair, arms come back. One more time on each side, shift the weight to the left. Inhale, bring the right knee up with you as you stand. Exhale to chair, drop that right foot gently. Switch sides, exhale back. Inhale, bring the left knee up with you. Exhale down to chair. Inhale to stand, big sweep arms up, reach up, bending backwards. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale to mountain. Bring the hands to heart center. Focus your gaze at the fingertips or close your eyes. Exhale out. Take a meditative moment to bring your awareness to your body, Starting with the feet. Grounded on the mat, hips width distance apart, heel toe your feet apart if you need to find a more stable stance. As you inhale, imagine you can draw up the energy from the earth, lengthening through the spine, relaxing the shoulders. Soften the face. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands. And we'll take tree pose from here. Shift the weight to the left foot. Inhale, bring that right foot up either to your shin. You can do a little kickstand, maybe drawing the foot up above the knee. Take a few breaths to find your spot. Bring your hands to heart center or any arm position. You can also hold on to your hips. That can feel a little bit more stabilizing. If you want a little bit of a challenge this morning, you can begin to grow your tree by reaching the arms up overhead. All of this is optional. Do what works for you. Inhale, bringing your hands together at heart center. Turn that right knee forward. Exhale, lower that right foot. And we'll switch sides. Shift the weight to the right foot. A little kickstand with the left and draw that left foot up. Find your arm position. Root down as you lengthen through the spine. Keep the shoulders pressing down away from the ears, lengthening through the neck. Let your breath work with you. And turn that left knee in. Slowly lower that foot to the mat. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward fold. Bending at the knees, taking your time on the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. You need to walk them towards the top of the mat. We're going to make our way to a plank. Top of a push-up. You can always lower your knees if you need to. We'll be here for 2 rounds of breath. Spin the biceps forward. Tuck the belly in towards the spine. Shift the weight forward a little bit over the front palms, lifting up through the heels. 1 more breath in. Exhale, lower the knees. Child's pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it out. On an inhale, lifting back up to your tabletop. We'll take a couple arm stretches here. Left arm stays planted. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, gently thread that right arm underneath the left, lowering as much as you can, maybe all the way to the shoulder and the side of the face. We'll be here for 2 rounds of breath. If this is too far, just press into that left hand and reach that right fingertips away from you, finding that stretch in the back of the shoulder. 1 more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Press the left arm into, or the left hand into the mat, and slowly unwind, bringing that right arm back up and open, and exhale, gently lowering that right hand to switch sides. Right hand plants, fingertips spread wide. Inhale, reach the left arm up, opening through the front body. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath, lowering as far as you need. Breathe into the back of the body. And then press the right hand into the mat, slowly lift yourself back up. Re-extend that left arm. Exhale, plant it down. Tuck the toes, lift the heels, send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Walk the hands back towards your feet, coming to the back of the mat, forward fold, let the head hang heavy. Inhale, roll to stand, taking your time, 1 vertebrae at a time, shoulders roll down the back, chin lifts, gaze lifts. Palms face forward, find a stable stance. Allow everything to drop down through the body into the earth. Inhaling, drawing up that energy, lengthening through the spine, focusing the breath and the gaze straight in front of you. On an inhale, sweep the arm up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. Elbows come to 90-degree or lower. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring your hands down. We're going to step forward with the left foot, just a couple feet ahead, moving into pyramid pose. So your left toes are gonna face a little bit of an angle towards the left side of the mat, and the right toes are gonna face a little bit on the right. If you want to start with your heels in line, that is the recommended alignment. However, everybody's body is different. Some days are gonna be a little bit different than others. So maybe you wanna start wide and see how that feels, and you can always heel toe your feet in together. Either way, both feet are gonna be at a little bit of an angle. Slight bend in the knees, we don't wanna lock them out. Keep the energy moving between the channels, the feet, the legs, the hips. Slight bend in the knees, and then you're gonna turn your shoulders and your hips towards the top of the mat. Adjust your feet as you need. Breathe in, ground into the earth. Inhale, draw that up. Slight tuck of the pelvis, pulling the belly in. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring them back and down behind you, clasping the fingertips at the low back. Draw the arms down, lengthen through the shoulder blades, the front of the body. And then slowly begin to hinge at the hips, folding forward. Triangle is also known as intense side body stretch. You may understand why that is as you fold forward, feeling on the left side of that leg. If the arm thing is too much for you, you can gently release. Maybe bring your hands to your low back, your hands to your hips. Find some deep breaths. Press the feet into the mat, slowly come up to stand. Bring the arms up with you. Turn the toes to face forward. Exhale, forward fold over the front leg. Shift the weight onto that left foot, standing splits. Bring that right foot up. Moving in from the inner thigh. Keep the hips level. So if you are opening your hip like this, just to open or to lift the leg a little bit more, we're not looking for that, want those hips to be in line. If you had a plate of cookies or your favorite snack sitting on your bum, you don't want to knock it over. So keep those hips level. Let the head hang heavy. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower that foot to meet the other one. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step back to a downward facing dog or stepping forward, depending on where you ended up on your mat at that point. Take a breath here. Exhale, let it go. Walk the hands back towards your feet. Inhale, halfway lift here, finding a tabletop. Slight bend in the knees. Remember, not locking out those knees. Exhale, fold. Inhale, curling the spine. Slow motion, rolling up to stand. Inhale, bring the arms up with you. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring your hands next to you. We're going to take the other side for pyramid, so step the right foot forward, just a couple feet, and set yourself up wide in your stance if you need. Right toes face the right edge of the mat, left toes facing a little bit towards the left edge. Square your hips towards the top of the mat by pulling that right hip back and the left hip forward. Same with the shoulders, facing forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, up. Exhale, bring the palms together at your low back. Cross the fingers, roll the shoulders down as you lengthen through the arms if you're taking this variation. And then hinging at the hips, begin to shift the weight forward, lowering the chest, lifting the arms. Keep a micro bend in the legs. Squeeze the belly towards the spine. Adjust your arm variation if you need. Breathe in to that outer right side of the leg. Focus the gaze straight ahead of you on the mat. Press the feet into the mat, slowly come up to stand. Inhale, reach the arms up. Turn the toes to face forward, standing splits. Shift the weight forward as you fold towards the mat. Hands come to the mat. Moving from the inner thigh, lift that left leg up. Looking back at your knee or your toes. Keep the spine somewhat straight here. So maybe you need to tent up on the fingertips. One more breath in. Exhale, lower that left foot to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, come to your knees. Child's pose, take a breath, take a rest. When you find stillness in poses, don't let the mind run away with you. Keep the breath awareness, stay in your body on the mat, staying in your little yoga bubble, your yoga space. And check in on how your body's feeling, any micro changes that have shifted since the beginning of class. And as you're ready, slowly coming back to downward facing dog, tucking the toes, walking the hands back, fingertips spread wide. Lift the knees, send the hips back like you're a little crouching tiger, lengthening through the legs as you lift the tailbone, press the chest towards the thighs. Spend a couple breaths here. And then inhale, reach that right heel up and back. Lengthening up and through. One more breath here. As you exhale, draw the knee underneath your body, plant the right foot between your hands. Warrior two. Spin that back left heel down. Press into the lower body to ground into the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, opening the arms, bending into that front knee. Your right front heel is aligned with the back left arch. Left toes are facing the left side of the mat. Sinking into that lunge. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Settle in. Find stillness. And flip the front palm, reach forward. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right palm comes up, left arm comes back. Finding that side body stretch. Hang out here. And then exhale back to warrior two. Deep breath in. Exhale, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the inside of the leg or the foot. We're going to make our way to wide-legged forward fold. So walk the hands over the left side of the mat. I'm going to switch sides so you can see the front. Wide-legged forward fold, feet firm, toes facing the edge of the mat. Press the hips out, hinging at the hips. So we're not curling our spine. Spine stays nice and straight, tented up on your fingertips here. Slight bend in the knees. Lift through the sitting bones. Lengthening through the spine one more time. Big inhale. And then exhale. Now you can allow yourself to melt forward, letting the head drop between the legs. Letting the spine gently uncurl. Any arm variation here, you can keep your palms underneath you. You can hold on to your ankles or your hips. Let everything that's not serving you, any distractions, let all those just dump out through the head. Find yourself in this shape, this asana, right here, right now, and let your breath keep bringing you back to that moment. Find a breath in. Find your breath out. Slowly coming back to halfway lift, tensing the fingertips, lengthening the spine. And then walk your hands back towards the top of the mat. And find Malasana. So bring both hands on the inside of the foot and step the left foot forward, dropping into a squat. So you might be up here, you want your feet grounded. So wherever you need to be, to keep both feet on the mat, maybe you wiggle your elbows into your knees. Eventually you'll be able to drop the hips. Find a spot to gaze at. This can be intense, so if you need to take a break, just slowly lift. Slight tuck of the tailbone, lengthen through the spine. One more breath in. Exhale, plant the hands slowly, lengthen through the legs, unbending the knees, finding a wide-legged forward fold. Not quite as wide as before. Drop the head of the neck, let everything hang heavy. And then slowly heel toe the feet together. Inhale to chair, drop the hips, lift the heart, lift the hands. Should be able to wiggle those toes, slight tuck of the tailbone, lift the heart. Inhale to stand, bringing the right knee with you. And exhale, cross that right leg over the left, moving towards eagle pose. So sitting back down, right thigh crosses over the left, and bring the right arm underneath the left. You can stay here, you can hug yourself, or you can continue to wrap those arms around each other. Sink down in your chair, lift up through the elbows. Deep breaths in, ground in through the feet, lift up through the hands, lift up through the elbows. Find a spot to gaze at, you can do it. Inhale, come up to release, unfold the arms, right arm comes up, or right knee, lower that right knee, lower the hands. Take that meditative moment, maybe closing the eyes. Letting the blood rush back through, catching your breath. Spending a moment of pause. When you feel ready, blink open the eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Step back to downward facing dog. From downward dog, we're gonna lift the left heel up and back behind us. And then exhale, draw the knee underneath your body, plant the left foot between the hands. Preparing for warrior two, spin that back heel down, right toes facing the right edge of the mat. Ground down. To inhale, lift yourself up. Spread the arms wide, gaze is over the front fingertips. Align your front heel to your back arch, dropping into that knee. Spread the fingers wide, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathe. Flip the front palm, reach forward. Reverse your warrior. Left palm comes up as your right hand reaches back towards your leg, finding that side body stretch. Breathe here. Inhale through the armpit, lifting up. Exhale back to warrior two. Find some stillness. Then reverse your warrior again. Reach forward, flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Exhale, cart with your hands to frame, or actually to be on the inside of the left foot, and then walk them over the right side of your mat, finding your wide-legged forward fold. Press the hips back, slight bend in the knees, tense it up on the fingertips, lengthening through the spine, gaze straight down. Find a breath in, and then exhale, press the hips back as you fold forward, letting the spine curl, letting the head and neck hang heavy. Finding ourselves again here on the mat. All we need to do is just be, and just breathe. Taking notice the incredible things that our body can do. All the connections that happen within the mind to guide the body. The way the body moves also sends messages back to the mind. This other benefit of yoga asana is the mind and body connection can either be healing and helpful, or when we're not in tune, we're not paying attention, it can bring the opposite of that. Be mindful as you breathe and move throughout the day, how your body is affecting your mind, how your mind is affecting your body. Bring it health, bring it love. On an inhale, tent the fingertips up, lengthening through the spine, halfway lift. Walk the fingertips back towards the top of the mat. Turn the front toes, heel toe, the toes to the edges of the mat, and step that right foot forward, finding your malasana, yogi squats. Feet down, knees apart as much as you need, pressing the elbows into the knees. If you want to take a little bit extra challenge, not required, not necessarily recommended, but an option, you can begin to play with crow here if that's in your practice. So you can stay here in malasana, or if you'd like to practice crow and arm balance, you're going to spread your fingertips wide, plant them a few inches in front of your feet, Begin to lift up on your toes and squeeze the knees into your triceps. So wiggle them up there. Fingertips spread wide. Begin to tilt into the hands. Look way farther ahead of you than you think you should. And maybe just play here. Rocking back and forth. Knees in the upper triceps. If you want to begin to balance, shift the weight forward onto your hands. Maybe lift one toe. Lower it down, maybe the other. Keep lengthening through the spine, lifting up through the tailbone. As you shift the weight forward, look forward, maybe lifting up both feet. Stay as long as you need, coming back to Malasana. Exhale, plant your hands. Slowly lift the hips as you come to a forward fold with the feet apart. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, fold. Heel toe the feet together. Inhale to chair, preparing for eagle on the other side. Drop the hips, wiggle the toes, slight tuck of the tailbone, lift the heart. Shift the weight to the right foot. Inhale, lift the left knee. Cross the left leg over the right. Begin to sit back into your chair, left arm underneath right. Give yourself a hug, cross the arms more, palms can touch, back of the hands can touch. Sink down, lift up through the elbows. Breathe. Focus. You could do it. Stay with yourself, stay with the uncomfortableness. Lift up through the elbows, sink down further into the chair, send the hips back. Lengthen through the spine, find your point of focus, one more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Press down for the right foot to inhale, lift up, unfurl your arms, left knee comes up. Exhale, lower. Finding mountain where you can bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Let all of that sink in. Find some stillness. Begin to sync the heart rate and the breath. Relax the shoulders. Soften the knees. On your next exhale, press out as much air as you can. On an inhale, take a big belly breath. Fill all the way up. Keep sipping in more air. Open mouth, exhale as you drop your hands to your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find your focus, find your gaze. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, lower to the knees. Take a couple of rounds of cat and cow here. Inhaling, dropping the belly, pulling the tailbone towards the back of the head. Exhaling, curling the spine, pressing the hands into the mat, lifting the back of the heart space towards the sky. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, curling the spine. Inhale one more time to cow. Exhale to cat. Then bring the left foot between your front hands, moving up into Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. So inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, drop the hands, tick-tock back as you reach forward with the chest. Breathe here. Press the feet and the knee, the leg into the mat. Inhale, reach it up, deep lunge forward. Sink into that front leg, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale back, shifting the legs or the arms back, chest comes over your knee. Breathe here. We'll take that one more time. Inhale, reach it up, deep bend into that front knee. Find the stretch in the front right hip flexor. Exhale, coming out of that deep bend, keep the arms lifted. And tick-tock that left hand down and around. And twist open towards the left side. Revolve, twist. Left arm comes back, right arm reach forward. Find a breath here. Stay for the exhale. Drop that left arm back, reach the right arm forward. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame the front foot. And walk the right hands then to the inside, walk them around. Actually, walk them back. We're not going there. Lift up on that back leg. We're gonna take side plank. So you have a couple options here. I'm gonna switch sides so you can see if you're following along. So you can either step let's see, I gotta go back this way. All right, so begin to lower onto the right side of the foot, hands on the inside of the left. So watch my back right foot. I'm gonna spin on the back side, maybe hop it in a little bit. And then I'm gonna turn to face the left side of the mat. You can keep your left foot on the ground or you can heel toe it all the way back. Lift that left arm, lift through that left hip. This is supported side plank. This is just fine. You can hang out here, or you can send that left foot on top of the right. Keep lifting up through the left hip, reaching up to those left fingertips. If your foot is on the mat, press that left foot into the mat too. One more breath in. Exhale, lower that left hand, bring the foot down, lower both knees to the mat, child's pose. Deep breath in, cleansing breath out. Inhale to your belly, lowering all the way down, finding a cobra pose. Stroke the shoulders up towards the ears, exhale down your back as you lift the heart. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press it back and up to your tabletop. And we'll take the other side. Right foot becomes between the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold the upper body over the right thigh as you bring your hands back behind you like airplane arms. Press into the mat to inhale, lift yourself back up. Exhale, fold forward, arms back. Inhale, reach it up. This time sinking into that deep lunge, press the hips forward, finding space in that front left body. Deep breath in. Exhale, stay with yourself. Exhale, back down. Chest over your thigh, arms reach back. Last time, inhale, reach it up. Sink into that lunge, crescent lunge, reach the heart up, fingertips come up. And then lift the hips back, finding your alignment. And tuck that right hand down and around, twisting in towards your right leg. Spread the arms wide. Stay here for a breath. Drop that right hand, reach the left arm up. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands to the inside of the right foot. Tuck the back left toes. Lift that back left leg. Slowly heel toe that right foot over the right side of the mat. Preparing for your side plank. Drop that left foot. You can stay here. Or inhale, reach the right arm up. Well, either way, reach the right arm up. You can stay here now. Or stack that right foot on top of the left. Reach up through that right hip. Press down into the mat. Reach up with the right arm. Breathe. Lengthen. Strengthen. Stay with yourself. Then exhale, look down towards your left hand. Bring that right hand back down. Lower the knees. Child's pose. Inhale to cobra, lowering onto the belly. Inhale, scoop the shoulders up and then down the back as you lift your heart, tops of the feet press into the mat. Exhale, lifting up to tabletop, shifting back to downward facing dog, or to child's pose rather. Widen your knees to the edges of the mat here and allow the hands to come back behind you. Big cleansing breath out. Let everything melt down. Excuse me. And begin to massage the third eye between the eyebrows by gently rolling the forehead on the mat. Relax through the hips. Relax the arms, allow them to just melt over the knees, over the legs, onto the mat next to you. Again, taking this moment of stillness and quiet, allowing yourself to practice being a human being. Not a human doing, not a human thinking, just being. And slowly bring your hands to either side of your face and gently lift yourself up, finding a hero pose. Sitting on your knees, hips over your heels. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach them up. And then exhale, bring the hands back down around behind you, clasping your hands at your low back. Or you can keep your hands on your low back like this. Interlace the fingers or not, or even just on your hips. So find what's comfortable for you. Inhale, reach the hands down. If you've clasped your fingertips, reach the heart up. And then exhale, wherever you're at, hinging at the hips, fold forward over the knees as your arms come up overhead. Breathe here. Press into the legs to lift yourself up. Release the hands, swing the arms up overhead. Exhale, drop that right hand, reach the left arm up, arching back, switch sides. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, back down. Shift the hips to one side. And whatever side you're on, if you scoot, I scooted on my left, so my right leg is kind of on top. We're gonna straighten that right leg out. We're gonna sit down on our hips, the left knee bent. So face this way so you can kind of see. Left knee is bent, right leg is extended. We're gonna take forward fold here. If this is uncomfortable, you can take regular forward fold, staff pose, both legs extended out. Maybe you need to widen that knee a little bit. Maybe you need to sit on a pillow or a block. So take a second to get yourself set up. And when you're there, ground down through the low body. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Hinging at the hips, reach forward. Lower the arms. Relax the shoulders. Lengthen on the inhale. And then exhale, melt the chest forward. Find some stillness. Lengthening through the back of the leg. Deep breath in. Slow exhale. We'll be here for just a couple more breaths. Inhale, lift the gaze, walk the hands back towards your hips. And extend that left leg long. Shake the legs out. And then take that opposite knee, the opposite leg, bending that knee in. Find your stance, find what's comfortable, prop yourself up, roll the mat if you need to. When you feel grounded, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinging at the hip to reach forward straight back until you can't go any further without the back curling. Hands come down, relax the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, bring the heart towards the foot, towards the knee. You might not get too far. As you notice, I'm not really too far. Doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters how it feels. So breathe into that good stretch. Keep pulling that left hip back, the right knee forward. Notice if you're holding tension in other areas of the body, maybe the jaw. Soften the face. Relax the legs. Breathe. On an inhale, lift the gaze. Slowly walk the hands back. Extend both legs forward. Give them a little shake. All right. And now we're going to move to Baddha Konasana again. Soles of the feet together, bound angle pose, hands holding onto your ankles or your legs. Press the heart forward, hinging at the hips, moving to fold over the legs. Maybe using those elbows to wiggle you down. You can clasp your hands around your feet if you're there. Can help as you kind of wiggle forward, finding a stretch in the low back. Inhale, lift the heart, arch the back. Exhale, curl the spine, slowly sit back up. And from here, we'll take cow face pose. So take your right leg and cross it over the left. So you're crossing your knees. Eventually you'll want the knees to stack. You might not be there yet, and again, that's okay. So you can also take fire log pose alternatively, or wherever your legs are at today. Knees are moving towards stacking, and then your heels, you want to draw in towards your glutes. Inhale, reach the right arm, or both arms up overhead. Bend the right elbow. So right knee is on top, right elbow bends. Left arm comes back around, circling around. Palm of the left hand facing out. All right, so inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart. Exhale, stay here. Lift the gaze. Breathe. Lengthen the spine. Moving those fingertips towards each other. Relax the legs. One more breath in. Settle on the exhale. Inhale, slowly release the arms. Bring them back down at your side. Extend the left leg long. Left sole of, or the right leg is long. The left sole of the foot is in the right thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. Turn towards that right leg. Exhale, reach towards the foot. And then continuing that movement, roll the spine up. Bring the arms up with you. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Reach towards the foot. Exhale, curl the spine. Draw the hands up the leg. Bring the soles of the feet together. Walk the hands behind you. Opening the hips, press the knees down, lift the heart. Exhale, come back to sit. Take the left leg on top of the right this time, cow face pose. You may notice a little bit difference in your shape on either side of the body. That's totally fine, totally normal. Walk the heels back towards your glutes if you can. And then inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Since our left knee is on top, our left arm is going to bend, elbow up. Right hand swings back, down and around. Back of the right palm is going between our shoulders. So right elbow is facing down, left elbow is facing up. Fingertips are reaching towards each other. It's okay if they don't touch. Inhale to lengthen, lift the gaze. Enjoy the shape, enjoy the breath. Deep breath in, slow exhale. One more breath here. Stay for the exhale, settle. And then inhale, release the arms. Bring them back down. Take that top leg, extend it out next to you. Right sole of the foot comes into the left thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up, turn towards that left foot. Exhale, hinging at the hips, reach towards that left foot. And then inhale as you roll the spine up. Bring the arms up with you at the top. Exhale, hinging at the hips, reach towards the foot. Roll the spine up as you draw the hands up the leg. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, curl. Arms come up. Exhale, bring them down. Lift that right knee, both knees. We're going to make our way to bridge pose. So scoot the hips forward towards the feet. Lower the upper body onto the mat. Walk the heels back towards your fingertips. Palms spread on the mat next to your hips. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Then begin to press the feet into the mat. Press the arms and the hands into the mat. Squeeze the belly in towards the spine and inhale, lift the hips. Gentle bridge here. Slight tuck of the chin, lengthening through the back of the neck. Keep lifting the hips, strong in the thighs. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly lower the hips towards the mat. Draw the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe a gentle rocking left and right. And then gently drop the knees to one side of the mat. Extend the arm, the opposite arm the other way. Maybe your hand comes to your knees, gently resting, passively aiding that stretch, the twist. We'll be here for 3 or 4 breaths. Begin to relax everything down. And then inhale, bring the gaze back up towards the ceiling. And inhale, the knees follow, coming up to center. Exhale, the knees to the opposite side. Extend the opposite arm out, gazing over that shoulder away from the knees. Let your exhale settle you down. And then inhale, bring the gaze back up. Bring the knees back up with you. From here, we're going to move to legs up the wall or legs onto your chair to close out. So if you are taking to the wall, scoot your hips all the way as close as you can to the wall. Lowering onto your back, extend the legs long, up the wall. Lengthening the feet, flat feet. Scoot your hips as close as you can. And here you are. This is where we're going to stay for the last few minutes of class. I'll give you the option to scoot away from the wall for Shavasana, but this can feel really good to end class. This is also a great way to start your morning, take a break during the midday. So just settle in here. If you don't have a wall and you've taken the chair, bring that chair close onto your mat. If you have a really heavy chair, you can actually use the back of it, but I'm going to use this front part. So scoot your hips close to the chair and bring your knees at about a 90-degree angle or whatever angle that is, depending on how high your chair is. All right, so as you walk your hips towards your chair, allowing the legs to relax there. You might take a second to find what's comfortable. Basically just elevating the legs above the hips. We spend so much time on our feet and even sitting that this can feel really good to reverse that energy and reverse the blood flow in our legs and feet a break. So whether your legs are up the wall or on the chair, allow the palms to open towards the ceiling. Allow your whole being to settle into the mat or the floor. Finding stillness. Release the awareness of the breath. Allow the eyes to close. If your legs are gently adjusting, just allow them to fall a little or knees spread apart if that's how your body is landing. Relax the jaw, soften the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Let everything go. And fully embrace being a human being. There's nothing else to do in this moment, just to be. Take a deep inhale, cleansing breath out. If you'd like to slowly move to Shavasana, feel free to take your time, slow movements. The last minute class. Or feel free to stay your legs up the wall or chair. When you resettle, just find that stillness. slowly begin to reawaken your physical body, bringing your awareness to your presence in your space. And take some small movements, reactivating the feet and the hands, the legs and the arms. Taking your time to come out of whatever final pose you chose. Maybe drawing the knees in towards your chest and gently rolling to one side. Inhale yourself up to a comfortable seat at the top of the mat, keeping the eyes soft or closed. And bring your hands to heart center. Another breath together. Take a big inhale. Collective exhale out. Drop your gaze towards your fingertips. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may our thoughts, words, and actions in some way contribute to that happiness and to the freedom of us all. Exhale, release the mantra, release the palms, and lift your gaze. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. This has been Carly Asana, weekday vinyasa class. We'll be back on Thursday for another 60-minute flow. If you have any questions or comments, requests, send me an email or leave a comment, and I'll be happy to take those. Enjoy the rest of your day, and see you next time on the virtual mat.